Good morning, ladies. My name's Jeanette, and I'm with Cities for Life. I'm a grandmother and a mother, and all my life I believe that from conception a baby is a baby. It's got everything, all its DNA. The color of its hair has been decided, the color of its eyes, how tall he or she will be, whether it's a little boy or a little girl is already decided. But I haven't always been bold and outspoken. When I was in high school, a few years after abortion was legalized, I had a friend of mine, one of my best friends, and she came to me one day and she said she was pregnant and she was going to have an abortion. I think she told me that because she wanted somebody to say something to get her to change her mind. But I just looked at her. I didn't know what to say to her. I didn't know how to convince her not to, and she never mentioned it again. She never said it was a false alarm. She never said anything. So I believe in my heart that she did actually have an abortion. Years later, after I was out of high school, I had my first daughter, as a matter of fact, and she called me while I was in the hospital. And we talked for a little bit, and she shared with me that a few years before she had gotten pregnant, but she had lost her baby. She had a miscarriage. And I cried, and she told me not to cry. She'd already cried all her tears, but I cried for that baby, and I cried for her. And now she does not have any live children. She never had a live birth. She does not have children on this earth. And I don't know why she miscarried, but I do know that when you have an abortion, it damages your body, and it can weaken muscles, and it can cause problems. It's not natural. And a lot of women have problems after they have an abortion and getting pregnant and carrying a baby full term. I talked to a woman a few weeks ago when Franklin Graham was here, and I got to speak with her at the event. She was a worker there, and she started crying, and I shared with her, and she shared that she had had multiple abortions, and now she's crying because she can't have children. Her body, she can't have children. She can't get pregnant now. She wants to have children, and she can't have children. And I told her, I said, God is a redeeming God. He's a loving and kind God. And sometimes people feel like God's damned them and condemned them, and they can't get pregnant or they can't have a birth because God's mad at them. And that's not the truth. Sometimes there's just consequences for our sin. I've suffered consequences. And if you go through with this abortion today, you will suffer consequences. Many, many women suffer with depression and thoughts of suicide after they've had an abortion. It's not a simple procedure like having a mole taken off your arm or having your appendix taken out. It's not like that at all. Satan tries to convince you that this is the answer. This is what you want to do. But then tomorrow, after this is over, he'll be in your other ear condemning you and telling you what a horrible person you are and that you killed your own baby. And he'll stay there with you, and he'll just condemn you, and you'll live with that day and day and day and month and year, and it will not go away. It will not just cease. You won't forget this moment. You won't forget this day. It'll live with you for the rest of your life. People think that they're getting rid of a set of problems. I had a friend of mine that she had an abortion when she was a teenager, and she said one time, I thought I was getting rid of a set of problems, but what I actually did was traded one set of problems for another set of problems, and the set of problems I got were much greater than the set of problems I had when I was pregnant. This is not the answer. We have so many people that want to come alongside you, no matter what your situation is, no matter what you're facing. I don't know what you're facing today, but my God is a great God. And He can supply your needs. I've been in a place where I didn't have a lot. And I've been in a place, like Paul said, where I had abundance. But no matter where I was, I knew that God was with me. And He wants to walk through this with you, and He wants to be there for you. And He's put us out here to walk with you, people, flesh and blood, to walk alongside you, to help you. No matter what your situation is, we have people that want to help. People that can help you through whatever it is you're going through and help you walk out the other side of this whole and complete. I've never seen or talked to a woman that chose life that said she regretted it when she was holding that baby, but I've talked to a lot of women that had abortions and regretted it and couldn't do anything to change it. It was too late. Please make the choice to come out here today and talk to us before the abortionist gets here. Please take a few minutes to get educated as to what's happening. Did you know that 15 out of 17 studies show that abortion increases the chance of a woman having breast cancer? They say that using baby powder years ago maybe increases your risk of cervical cancer. But it started a few years after abortion was legalized. And we know that abortion damages a woman's body and can cause a lot of problems, and women can suffer for problems for years to come after they have an abortion. Please take the time to get educated. Please come out here and talk to us and let us talk to you. And this isn't the answer. Abortion is never the answer. There's too many other options that you have. You don't have to choose death for your child. That's not a viable answer. Please come out here and talk to us today. We'd be more than happy to spend the time with you and help you if you'll just come out here and talk to us.